Hey guys, welcome to another pick a card reading. This is Stormy, and today's question is about what's coming in February. So I have 4 different choices for you to choose from. I'm going to do a quick run through of these cards, and then I'm going to read each card from the book. So if you would like to skip me reading the cards from the book after I do this quick run through, you can just skip to the timestamp in the description below. So, card number 1, option number 1, pile number 1, Laced Moon's Daughter. This is about riddles and illumination. When you feel like a bunch of coincidences are happening in your life and it starts making you question what it all means. And if you're feeling that way, then I would choose option number 1. If your gut is really drawn to this card. Option number 2 is Eyeball the Retriever. So this is about feeling like you've lost something. If you are trying to manifest something and it's not really working out in your favor, and that resonates with you, I would choose pile number 2. Pile number 3 is Lies of the Shadows. So if you feel as though you're going through a really dark time and you're trying your best to heal your shadow self and work through your addictions or anything that calls for a dark night of the soul, that's option number 3 for you. Option number 4 is Spirit Dancer. This is about self-expression and creativity, really going out and just being yourself and being who you know you are truly. So if that resonates with you, choose that pile. If you're attracted to more than one card, feel free to choose more than one pile. So that's your options. Now, in depth, Laced Moon's Daughter. If you chose Laced Moon's Daughter, this is not the reading that I'm reading this fairy card from the book. In depth. You may be finding apparently random events and ideas are falling into pattern and beginning to make sense to you. Things may be flowing more easily than you are accustomed to, and your decisions and choices may be bringing an unusually high degree of success. Psychic abilities, hunches, intuition for knowingness and becoming clearer and making more sense. Trust the process. Laced also brings psychic dreams foretelling the future and illuminating the present. These dreams often speak in symbols as fairies won't do. So that's option number 1, more in depth. Option number 2, more in depth of what the card means. Eyeball the Retriever. Eyeball is trying to remind you of something you've lost, a hope, perhaps, or a dream. You may have thought it was gone forever. He is holding it out for you for reconsideration. He thinks you can do something with it now. The way may not be obvious, but his clever nose has scented a path, a potential opening for bringing this into your life. Sometimes Eyeball may be saying that a long-awaited dream is at last arriving on the scene, and there is nothing we need to do but open our hearts and minds to it. However, we usually have to work for it. Another attribute of Eyeball is loyalty. Lies of the Shadows, option number 3. Ultimately, Lies is trying to help people develop true self-respect and self-esteem, but she has to start much farther down the scale of idealism than that. She tries to inspire practical help for those who need it most. She is an inspiration for the first wobbly steps taken by a damaged soul towards healing. Her presence in her reading indicates that something that seemed lost and fixed in that loss is now open to healing. Something is ready to begin, and with help, the climb out of the inner mirror, there is hope here, and a need for loving kindness tempered by practicality. If you call upon Lies for assistance in helping another, she will always give it, often by encouraging that person to be receptive and others to also be helpful. She always has time to support those who have time for others. So that's option number 3, more in depth. Option number 4, more in depth, Spirit Dancer. Now is the time to focus and really concentrate on projects or the process, especially when involving creative arts. Spontaneity balanced by self-discipline will help us achieve our goals. Strive for elegance and simplicity. This is the time to bring out and share qualities that we have nurtured in private. So that is pile number 4. And then you could just skip to the timestamp in the description below, and I will see you there. Hello, option number 1, Laced Moon's Daughter. If you chose Laced Moon's Daughter, this is your option for what's coming for you in February. Now I'm going to do this week by week. There's 4 weeks in the month. Although February is the shortest month of the year, there is 4 weeks. And I do know that this reading will be coming up a little late in February, but hopefully it will still resonate with you. So I'm just trying to tap into your energy, collective energy of option number 1. What's happening for those who chose option number 1 in the first week of February? The first week of February. Got the 5 of Swords here. And the 6 of Wands. Okay, I see what's going on here. What's happening the second week of February for those who chose option number 1, Laced Moon's Daughter? And please have the highest collective energy. What's happening for them the second week of February? You have the Hierophant. You have Death. So 2 major arcana cards for the second week of February. It's happening the third week of February. For those who chose Laced Moon's Daughter, can you please have the highest collective energy? The third week, you have the Page of Pentacles, which was hiding. Okay. It's happening the third week of February. The 7 of Swords. Okay. Now what is happening the fourth and final week of February? What's happening for those who chose option number 1, Laced Moon's Daughter? The highest collective energy. What is happening the fourth week of February for those who chose option number 1, Laced Moon's Daughter? So you have the World reversed, and what's happening the fourth week of February? Hold on. There we go. 4 of Swords. Okay. So, and at the bottom of the deck you have the Chariot, which is a good sign. So, it seems that the first week of February you will be in some kind of situation involving multiple people where either you or another person is going to be looking for a hollow victory. Someone's trying to one-up, someone's in their ego, they just want to win, they don't care who gets hurt. So that you be aware of that energy around you, even though that week is pretty much over as I'm posting this, but that's what's happening in the first week of February for you if you chose this. And it's all about self-esteem and self-confidence. Don't let this person make you feel any lesser than you are. And if this could also just be yourself putting yourself down, but you need to just not let this get to you. And I see that you might have worn some armor and tried to protect yourself best as you could from this, like keep the bad vibes out. But it seems like there was someone or something that was just some words exchanged on the first week of February that were not in anyone's favor, and all it did was hurt people. That's what I'm getting. Now for the second week of February, you have the Hierophant and Death, so 2 major arcana cards. So I'm seeing that you're learning some kind of lesson from this in the second week of February, and you're starting to wonder, who actually belongs in my life, and what's actually best for me? Where do my morals stand in this situation? And what am I doing? Whatever you've been doing that has been working out for you, it's telling you to stay with that, almost stay in your comfort zone in a way, with the Hierophant being the Taurus card. But it's also about asking the what's and the whys about life, and really just getting to know yourself more in a way, having more time to yourself, or having someone teach you something. And with Death, this is about letting yourself feel sad about something, letting something transform for the better and change for the better, letting go of something that just needs to be changed, it needs to be transformed. Whatever it was, it's gotten to the point where it's old and it's dead now, and it just needs to either, completely, this person or this thing needs to completely leave your life, or it needs to transform with you, because change is the only constant, and that is what needs to be happening, or what will be happening in the second week of February. In the third week of February, you have the Page of Swords, not the Page of Swords, the Page of Pentacles with the Seven of Swords. So it seems like someone might be trying to offer you something slyly. I definitely see someone trying to offer you something or come to some sort of agreement with you, but there seems to be some kind of sneakiness revolving this, or someone's just trying to really quickly get out of a situation, or maybe you are trying to get out of a situation. Maybe someone's trying to offer you something and you're like, nope, and you dip because you just don't want to deal with it. Or it's that this person, you need to consider what their true intentions are, what it is that they're trying to accomplish here, okay? So keep an eye out for that. Or someone might steal from you in the third week of February. Someone might steal your heart, actually, is what I'm seeing. Someone might steal your heart. So there's a little bit of a mixed message there on the third week of February, but just take what resonates and leave the rest. So the fourth week of February and the final week of February, you're going to end February feeling like you didn't really get to, things didn't really come full circle, and you didn't really come to a good completion of something or complete a cycle, and there still needs to be some kind of work done with something that you've been doing. Some of you could be trying to start new projects at work, and it's kind of just it's a really slow start, and you come to a point where you just need to rest, and you really need to think about what you've been doing. You definitely have put in a lot of hard work for whatever it is, but now it's that contemplation point. What do I do from here? What do you do from here is what I'm feeling, is how you're going to be feeling on the fourth week of February. Let me pull one more card for you guys to end this reading. What else does pile number 1, Laced Moon's Daughter, need to know about February? May I please have the highest collective energy? What do they need to know going into February? you have the King of Pentacles, so I'm actually seeing that there's no need to worry because you are completely a reliable person, and I'm seeing that money might be on your side in the month of February. Your finances might be going well, but there is also this other stuff going around that's just kind of making you maybe nervous, or it's like you feel like the world is against you in a way. But the King of Pentacles is here to tell you that there is a bright side to everything, and you are abundant, and people really look up to you. There's people in your life that really look up to you, and they wish that they were like you because you're so reliable and you're so mature. And not a lot of people, surprisingly, there's not that many people that are like that. There's a lot of people who just kind of don't care what they do or who they hurt, and you're not one of those people. And that's what you need to remember. You need to remember who you truly are at your core. And some of you might be earth signs. But that is all that I have for you today. I hope that it resonated with you. If it did, please leave a like and comment and subscribe. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. If you chose Eyeball the Retriever, option number 2, this is your reading for what is coming to you in February. I'm going to do this week by week. There's 4 weeks in a month, and February is the shortest month of the year. But still, 4 different weeks. So I'm just tapping into your collective energy. Option number 2. What's happening in February? For those who choose option number 2, what's happening in the first week of February? For those who chose option number 2. The Magician, manifestations. Like I was saying in the intro, if you've been trying to manifest something, you feel like it's not working, there's your manifestation card, the Magician. What's happening in February, the first week of February, for those who chose option number 2, February 2019. Too many cards. Happening the first week of February 2019. Those who chose option number 2. The Emperor. 2 major arcana cards in your first week of February. Alright. What is happening in the second week of February 2019 for those who chose option number 2, Eyeball the Retriever, the highest collective energy? What's happening in the second week of February 2019 for those who chose Eyeball the Retriever? Since these cards are taking forever to come out, I almost feel like you just feel like you're waiting really patiently for something. What's happening the second week of February 2019 for those who chose my brother retriever? I think this is a sign that I need to not pick, to not let them fly out and just to pick them from the top. So that's what I'm going to do. And please have the highest collective energy option. Number 2, eyeball the retriever. What's happening for them in the second week of February 2019? One more shuffle. Alright, what's happening for you in the second week? 8 of Pentacles. And the 2 of Cups. And please have the collective energy. Those who chose option number 2, eyeball the retriever. Too many. What's happening in this third week, February 2019, for those who chose eyeball the retriever? Third week of February 2019. One more shuffle. You have the Tower, or Justice. I need to make sure in a minute. That might be Justice. Yeah, that's Justice. And then you have the Knight of Cups. Ooh! Yes! Alright. Can I please have the collective energy of option number 2 for the month of February, the 4th week of February 2019? What's happening for those who chose eyeball the retriever, the 4th week of February 2019? Alright, so you guys got the Moon and the 7 of Wands. So you guys have you have 4 major arcana cards. Amazing. And the 6 of Pentacles at the bottom. So let me make sure that is Justice real quick. Yeah, that's Justice. Okay. So, what I'm seeing for you guys on the first week of February, you might think that your manifestations are not working, but you definitely are manifesting what you want into your life, whether or not you realize it or not. The law of attraction is on your side. I feel like a lot of you guys have just kind of let go of something, and because you let go of something, you are starting to have a newfound freedom and your manifestations are starting to work. And it's because you, on the first week of February, you're in like this determination, and you have a lot of what's the word? You've gained a lot of self-esteem over the past few months is what I'm getting, and you're starting to realize that what you want does matter, and you're out to go get it. You're not waiting around anymore. You mean business, and that's what's going on for you the first week of February. The second week of February, I'm seeing that you are maybe going to be focusing more on work or mastery of some sort of project that you've been doing. Every time that you do something, it gets better each time. Practice makes perfect. So even if this is your manifestation skills, you are starting to, in the second week of February, it's like you're really starting to master something, I'm getting. And with the Two of Cups here, you are manifesting love, and love is coming your way. For some of you, the second week of February, you might meet somebody new, or if you're already in a relationship, strengthen that relationship, or just strengthen the relationship with yourself. And by doing that, you are attracting other people to you who also have crushes on you, is what I'm getting. Then the third week of February, you have Justice. So this is about what's fair. This is about balancing. So in the third week of February, you might be dealing with a situation where you really need to think, what is the right thing to do in this situation, from your heart and your logic, and putting it together. This is also about karma. I feel like karma is on your side in the month of February, and you will be faced with a lot of truths in the third week of February, and be practicing fairness. And with the Knight of Cups, you could be really falling in love with someone, like really falling in love with someone, or someone is falling in love with you, and it's just like, I want to just get this show on the road, like, let's do it, let's date, let's go out, like someone's really interested in you, or you're really interested in somebody else, or I do believe that it's a mutual feeling with the Two of Cups here. In the fourth month of February, you are going to be facing a little bit of confusion and self-reflection, facing these shadows and illuminating them with the truth. I feel like you were really confident in the beginning of February, in the middle of February, but at the end of February, you're going to be questioning your confidence for some reason, or questioning intentions of people, or you're just not really sure where to go from here, and it's like you kind of have to go down this really long journey to really illuminate your path. And with the Seven of Pentacles, this is about, not Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, this is about discipline and really just standing up for what you believe in and not letting anybody try to tell you otherwise. It's like, you know what you want and you're going to stand up for what you want. You might even be having to defend yourself in some situation here. And with the Six of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, this is about exchanging, generous exchange, and just being fair once again, and just have a little gratitude, really appreciate what you have this month, because you are really manifesting a lot of great things into your life, and it's time to really, trust yourself and trust the process and know that things are working out the way that they're supposed to. So that is all that I have for you if you chose option number 2. But I really hope that this resonated with you and helped you. And if it did, please leave a like and comment and subscribe. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. If you chose pile number 3, Lies of the Shadows, this is your collective reading for what's happening in February. So I'm just going to tap into your energy. And I'm going to split this into 4 weeks of February. Please have the collective energy of option number 3, Lies of the Shadows. I feel like you guys might have some blockages. Yeah, definitely. But don't worry. It'll be okay. Just try to clear your mind the best that you can. Great. The highest collective energy of option number 3, Lies of the Shadows. What's happening for them? February 2019. the first week of February 2019. What's happening for those who chose Lies of the Shadows? You have the Hanged Man. First week of February 2019 for those who chose Lies of the Shadows. Option number 3. Nope. And then you have the Queen of Cups. So that's the first week. A lot of water energy, emotions. These have the collective energy of option number 2. February 2019. What's happening for them the second week of February 2019? What's happening for them the second week of February 2019? You have the Four of Swords. The second week of February 2019. You have the Five of Cups reversed. Okay. These have the collective energy of option number 3, Lies of the Shadows. What's happening for them in the third week of February 2019? Third week of February 2019. One want to pop out. 2 of Pentacles. Third week of February 2019. Third week of February 2019. Highest collective energy of option number 3. Strength. Great. The highest collective energy of option number 3, Lies of the Shadows. What's happening for them in the fourth week of February 2019? The fourth week of February, you have the Seven of Cups reversed with the Ace of Cups. Wonderful. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Six of Swords. So, the first week of February, you are going to come to a point where you feel like, almost like just time stops and you really need to think about something. You might be considering surrendering yourself to something, or even surrendering your ego and just letting the universe do its job and just going with the flow, because you don't really feel like there's much that you can actually do right now anyway. So that's the first week of February. And with the Queen of Cups, you're going to be really listening to your intuition about what you should be doing and feeling yourself. feeling how you truly feel about a situation and what you should do. And maybe the best thing to do on the first week of February is nothing. And maybe that is just the best call. And then the second week of February, you're going to, again, not much is going to be going on. You're just kind of resting. Roses are in both of these cards. You're really thinking about romance, and maybe you've been really upset about a relationship that went wrong, but I see you really kind of trying to get yourself out of this. Maybe February is not your favorite month because maybe you don't really care for Valentine's Day, or it just kind of makes you sad. But I'm seeing that you're really going to be trying to cheer yourself up and give yourself the time to contemplate and rest and connect to your crown chakra, connect to the universe as one, and just trust the process is what I'm getting. For the third week of February, you have the Two of Pentacles with Strength. So I really feel like for some of you, you could be trying to decide between two different things, or you're juggling two different things, or just you're going to have a lot going on. Like, even though the first 2 weeks of February, you kind of weren't really doing anything, and now it's like you're doing a lot, you're juggling a lot, there's a lot going on, and you really have to pay attention to your impulses and tame your wild side and become one with two different sides of yourself, and to come to a conclusion. But I'm seeing that you're really handling yourself well. You're really good at not doing anything impulsive out of nowhere. You really take the time to think about what you're doing, and that's what you're going to be doing in the third week of February. You might even be doing like some hard work, some like hard labor work for some of you. Just really trying to balance. And the fourth week of February, I'm seeing that you've been maybe confused about a decision once again, and you've kind of confused yourself, surrounding yourself with so many different options. But I'm seeing at the end of February, you are definitely going to be coming to some kind of conclusion, and maybe even this could be a love or a creative project. And I'm seeing that you've chose your cup. You looked at all of these cups for so long, and you were so confused for so long, and you finally decided, I'm making a decision, I'm following my heart, and you chose a cup. And this is also about new beginnings, so I feel like the end of February is a new beginning for you, emotionally fulfilling new beginning. And with the Six of Swords at the bottom of the deck, I'm feeling like you guys are going to be really trying to just make the best out of any bad situation that comes your way, and trying to stay optimistic about things that are going on, using your head more than your heart to really make decisions and go through the month. Just see how, like, there's like fire over here. He's like leaving that. He's leaving this horrible, fiery, disaster, and he's optimistically going somewhere new and thinking of new ideas of how he can handle this differently. So that is my reading for you guys today. I hope that it resonated with you and helped you, and if it did, please leave a like and comment and subscribe, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. If you chose the Spirit Dancer, pile number 4, option number 4, this is your reading for what's happening in February 2019. So I'm going to split this into 4 weeks, 4 weeks of the month. So just tapping into your energy. The highest collective energy of option number 4. What's happening for them in February 2019? What's happening the first week of February 2019 for those who chose pile number 4, the Spirit Dancer. The first week of February 2019. The Three of Swords, the first week of February 2019, and the Queen of Cups. Please have the collective energy of option number 4. What's happening for them the second week of February 2019? Ooh. You have the Nine of Cups reversed. Second week of February 2019. What's happening for option number 4? You have the Four of Swords. The third week of February 2019 for those who chose option number 4. What's happening in the third week of February 2019 for those who chose option number 4. The third week of February 2019 for option number 4. You have the Four of Pentacles. The collective energy of option number 4. What's happening for them the third week of February 2019? You have the Ten of Pentacles. Please have the collective energy of option number 4. What's happening for them in the fourth week of February 2019? You have the Emperor. And the Wheel of Fortune, 2 major arcanas, the end of the month. And the Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So I really feel as though for some of you, you are very heartbroken over somebody. And that's what's showing up in the first week of February. So since you chose Spirit Dancer, I feel as though on the first week of February, you're really using your heartache to create something beautiful. Maybe some of you paint or write, and that's how you're expressing yourself, through your sadness of whatever heartache you have. And you're really just letting yourself feel your emotions and really going with your intuition on what you should do next. But I think this is just a week of healing. And for the second week of February, you have the Nine of Cups reversed with the Four of Swords. I'm seeing that you didn't really get the wish that you wanted, and you might be overindulging in certain things to make yourself feel better, and you feel like you put so much hard work into something and now you don't know what to show for it. And I think it's just a time of contemplation and really figuring out what makes you truly feel fulfilled without another person. How can you fulfill yourself? How can you take care of yourself and love yourself, and really just take some time away to really take care of yourself and love yourself? And your family too. Your family loves you, and or your friends and your family, they are there for support. And this week is just going to be you trying to really make yourself feel better is what I'm getting. With the third week of February, you have the Four of Pentacles with the Ten of Pentacles. For some of you, you could be traveling out to the city, but I feel as though you might be holding back your true self this week, the third week of February, and maybe you're trying to save so much money, but you don't realize that you are very prosperous. I can't say that word correctly, but you are manifesting abundance. Even if love is not on your side, money is. And the third week of February, you're really going to be more focused on material things and your money, and maybe even family and friends, and just building a stable foundation for yourself. And how can you build a stable foundation for yourself? And the fourth week of February, you have the Emperor and the Wheel of Fortune. So you're really going to be, the last week of February, you're really in your power, you're standing your ground, you're like, I know what I want, and I see 444 here. So yeah, you're really just trying to build a stable foundation for yourself. You've taken the time to contemplate it, and now it's time to take action. And the Wheel of Fortune, fortune is on your side. Karma is on your side. Things are like, this is just going to be the best week of February for you, and you're really just going to have your eye on the prize and get what you want on this fourth week. It's just going to be a really good week for you. So I'd look forward to that. And at the bottom of the deck, the Knight of Cups. Fall in love with yourself. Instead of focusing on someone who hurt you, fall in love with yourself again. Take care of yourself and express yourself. Okay, express yourself. You deserve love. Tell yourself that. So that is all that I have for you guys today. I hope that it helped you or resonated with you. If it did, please leave a like and comment and subscribe. And I hope you all have a wonderful day.